Morning, people. I actually slept to a decent time. It's literally after 9:30. I was like, oh my god, I literally slept that long. I've not slept that long in ages. Like, literally not had a decent sleep in ages. I mean, the dreams that I was having was just weird as fuck, but I managed to sleep past 9:30 and not like, I didn't wake up before 6 or like 7 in the morning. I actually slept till 9:30, which makes me happy, because even if I go to bed late, that's the time I've been waking up, which is a piss take. But yeah. So has anyone seen Jeffree Star's new palette yet? I forgot to turn the TV on. Anyway, not like I've been buying Jeffree Star's palettes. I bought one palette from him and I'm not really a massive fan of the quality. That's why I've been a bit dubious of buying any of his palettes. But this one, it's kind of the reason why I wouldn't anyway. Like, if it was okay about the quality and stuff, I won't go for it, just because the shades is like grey toned, so it's like greys and blacks, a bit like you know, Makeup Revolutions. They've got like I can't remember what the collection is called, but they've got a palette where it's different shades of grey. That it's kind of that sort of thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks great, but I know it's a palette I won't reach for as often, even though I do like sort of like to go for greys and blacks sometimes. But I've noticed most of the time I tend to go for like browns or brights, like them, and I don't necessarily always go for greys. So it's probably a palette anyway that I won't go for anyway. But I'm interested as to what you think. Honestly, it's totally different for him as well, because he usually goes for like bright colours. Well, not bright colours, but it's just I won't picture him going for like grey palettes for his next grey shades for his next palettes anyway. But yeah, I'm just interested in what you think. I'm gonna watch a UFC Fight Night because I missed it last night. Not like I was gonna watch it live anyway. Basically, some of them I watch live, some of them I don't watch live. I would have watched the last one last night live if I agreed with Dana, because I think it's too soon, and don't get me started how a fighter ended up with it. Anyway, so this one anyway I wouldn't have watched live. I just think that it's way too soon. I'm so happy, but Eddie Hearn, so basically Dana White, it keeps going on about this fucking Fire Island, whatever. But Eddie Hearn has got his like new sort of like Fight Island, but it's his garden, it's his back garden. His back garden is massive, so that's with like matchroom boxing. If you're not familiar with Eddie Hearn or boxing, and that's from July. So I think July anyway is, at the minute, is looking to be the best time to introduce sports again. I think with football they're thinking about introducing that early because of people's morale and stuff like that, but I don't agree with stuff like that. So I think July is like the best time, but then again, America's different. America don't give a shit, so yeah. So I bought some PPE. So I got this mask. It came a while back. It's the JSB Force 8. It's not the ones where you have to buy the filters separate, which I've already sorted it out. I've already like made sure it's fitted. I will say, to apply the filters, it is so hard to twist. There's 2 types of filters. When I say 2 types, I mean 2 types of mates. You can get different ones where it's just for like organic, one for gas, that sort of thing. But you've got the click to check ones, and then you've got the normal ones. The click to check ones are a little bit easier to check if it's on properly, even though you can check also with the normal ones if it is on properly or not. They give you a method on how to do that. But yeah, so I got them. So I got that. I've not worn it out yet. So it's to walk out for like go for walks and stuff like that. And then I also got these goggles, these steampunk goggles. Originally I was meant to get normal goggles. I'll leave a link to where I got the mask from. But I was meant to get the goggles from that place as well, but I'd be waiting on for them till July. So I was like, maybe I'll check another site. Sites like sold out and stuff, and I thought I'd check Amazon, and then I realised, why not, Cinnamon? Why not just go out there and just wear something different? Why not? It's pretty much close to the apocalypse at this point. So I just picked up these steampunk ones, but they look so cool. But yeah, I will link as well the link to the Amazon link to get these from. But yeah, it's I would have not gotten from Amazon if I couldn't have to, but there was not very many steampunk sites. So I just got them from Amazon. So that's it. That's basically it. I just need to get some gloves for work, so that'll have to be next payday. I mean, they will provide it, but I don't know if they're going to be funny with it because they said the gloves are only for people who are doing service and I only do kitchen, but I still don't want to. I just, no, I still want to wear gloves. So I think it would have been better just to buy my own gloves, so they can't moan about it. But yeah, that's basically the stuff. I've also ordered a USC, the fashionable ones. I just ordered them just because they say UFC on them. They don't deliver, they're the normal fabric ones. They aren't delivering until the middle of May. So that's coming away from America and they're taking pre-orders. So that cost me around 40 something dollars, and I think the normal price for them, you get a set of three, is like $25, but obviously because of the shipping to the UK. So yeah, I was gonna show you the UFC ones, but going on the website, I think they've stopped pre-orders now because it's not on the website anymore. So I'm guessing they got a lot of people ordering them. So sorry about that, but I did put it on my Instagram. So if you're not following my Instagram, then tough luck. It is fragrance underscore addict underscore X. But yeah, I only got them, as I said, just for you to see. It's not necessary like I'd wear them out unless, you know, the virus starts to die down to really low numbers, then I'd probably be happy wearing that one. But yeah, as I said, I'm not wearing the mask or the goggles out. Yeah, anyway, I've not really been out anyway. I'm planning on doing a video on how to take them off as well, including gloves. I just feel the gloves, I'm gonna have to wait until I get some gloves, but I might just save that and then do it later because there's a few people that out there don't seem to understand that you need to wash your hands after taking it off, before putting it on, after putting it off, before putting it on, then after putting it on, and then, you know, and taking it off as well. Yes, so wash your hands, that sort of thing. People don't seem to understand, and yeah, I thought I'd do a video obviously, but yeah, I might use them today because I might go on a walk. I don't know yet because I want to bleach my hair today. So yeah, I've just pointed something out of what the presenter does. I can't remember his name. You probably think there's another word for presenter, like announcer, should I say? Announcer, what he does. So I noticed, obviously, when all happened and everything, he was standing at the back with a mask on, right? And I noticed him taking it off, and you see the moment he puts it on, and I'm like, are you for real? Literally an example of how not to put a mask on and take it off. I can understand why you might not want to announce with the mask on because it might come across as muffled, but you've got to choose either do it with the mask or without the mask. There's no point of putting it on and off. It makes no sense and you're completely killing the whole, like, I'm just going to show you it because it's like, and definitely what not to do. So we're playing it. He's announcing and everything. Okay, watch. It's coming up, look. Look, he put it in his pocket and he's like, is he for real? And that is how not to wear PPE and not to put it on and not to. And you want to bet he doesn't wash his hands ever after. And anyway, when he took it off, he didn't wash his hands because he took it off when he was in there. Oh my god, really? Unless that microphone is his and no one touches it until the end of the whole event, then fine. But if someone takes that off as well, and I'm just saying, like, he could be using sanitizer, but even so, the cross contamination between the microphone. So like the hopes of no, he just holds that microphone through the whole event, then I guess is okay. Other than that, you've just put it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire fucking life. Let's just point it at that. Like, you need to choose. You need to choose, because it defeats the whole problem. It defeats the whole point anyway in wearing a mask, because you're wearing the mask to protect yourself, but from the whole thing, from the people obviously at this event. But when you're in the ring, you take it off. Like it doesn't make any sense in wearing one anyway in the first place. But oh my god, that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire fucking life. I can't. It's just too funny. He needs to make sure as well he doesn't put his hand in his pocket. That's another pointer. Like, when you get home, seriously, just wash your trousers. But even on the way journey home or wherever he lives, he could put his hand in his pocket and not think, and then not bother washing his hands, because you should anyway wash your hands when you've come in from somewhere, especially when you've been touching shit. But by the way he's handling that PPE, he probably doesn't. But anyway, if he's putting his hand in his pocket, or when he gets home and he doesn't get changed straight away or whatever, and he doesn't wash his hands, then you got the germs from the mask that's now on your hands. So it's important as well, guys. Like, if you ever put stuff in, like, for example, I try to avoid putting anything in my trouser pocket. In my coat pocket is fine, because I don't wear my coat around the house, if you get what I mean. So usually if I go to like the bank, the cash machine, when my dad takes me, I usually have my phone in my trouser pocket if I have a trouser pocket, and then obviously my card that then goes in my coat pocket or in a bag that I have that I only take to there or whatever. And then so I know the coat, I'm not gonna put it on anyway and put my hands in it, and then my trouser pockets are safe. So you need to keep that in mind as well. But that's a tip for you guys as well. Don't. But if you do put something that could be contaminated into your pocket, just remember not to put your hand in your pocket. And if you do because you've forgotten, just make sure that you do wash your hands. But that was diabolical what I just saw. The plan is hopefully not to go to a platinum and blonde, which kind of scares me. I'd rather go more on the brown side, the warm side. But I'm going to be using the Jerome Russell B Blonde. I've used this before. I usually use 30 volume, but I'm actually using 40 volume just because I'm not going to be putting colour on top. That's the thing that scares me. It has to go right. I do have 2 bottles of that, so if I need to use it again, I'll use it again. But I also have a backup, which is like washable dye, so if I do need to leave the house, then I can use that. It's like by Pixie Lot. It's like a spray on hair dye thing. But yeah. So it's all in. Now I'm going to wait for around 20 minutes. I might leave it a little bit longer, but I'm going to check it in like 20 instead. I don't want it to be like platinum blonde. We'll see what it comes out as. The longest you can leave it in is for 90 minutes. So it says that. I'm surprised that it's not burning my scalp a lot more, because I know when I bleach my hair and I get it on my scalp, it irritates it more. And obviously my hair's literally short, so I'm obviously touching the scalp more often than usual. So like there's that. It's a little bit irritating, but I thought it'd be a lot more irritating. So this is what it looks like. So it did kind of come out much cooler than I was wishing. It's kind of, because I preferred it more warm. I would do with a toner, but I don't own a toner because it's a little bit orange at the top, but it's not too bad. I also miss like a patch here, which I can't be asked to go get to make another batch just for a little patch here. So I might just get my dad just to tidy a little bit up with that where the hairline is, which I seem to always forget. But yeah, other than that, it's not too bad. It's just something that I need to get used to, because obviously I've not been this colour before. So I'm going off for what? I don't even know if you can fucking hear me at this point, but I'm going for a walk, and I'm not paired these together, and I look like a fucking psychopath. Can we just clear this out? I look like a fucking like I literally look like someone who's literally lost the plot, but like attention grabbing at this point. Which I've just literally laughed for 10 minutes straight. I look fucking hilarious, but you know. Yeah, I'm going to be walking to Stanton Fields, which is about half an hour, a little bit over than half an hour to get there, and obviously to walk around and stuff. So it's not too far away. It's currently 7:30, which I sort of consider where there's not many people out, but I might be wrong just because I was wrong last time when I went without my mask and without goggles. But now I shouldn't be too paranoid just because I am like fully geared up, and also I've had friends as well. But yeah, because it's quite warm outside as well, so I don't know. I could be wrong. But Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get some fucking looks around this. Like, let's just point this out. I'm gonna get some fucking looks. It is just past 9, and I am back. I took a few photos and everything. You can probably see the marks where my mask has been. But yeah, it's not too hot. It's kind of like cool, warm, if that makes any sense. To finish the day, having some Twinings, sleep, tea. I don't like tea, but this was sent with a freebie. When I bought some chocolate from, I can't even fucking remember the name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. But anyway, and they gave me a freebie of this, and I was like, I need to try it. If this can help me sleep, then it'd be amazing. Even though last night I had the best sleep ever, I slept till 9:30. I said this at the beginning of this vlog. I feel like this is just hashtagging now, but yeah.